everything will rattle. This is a rattling beast. The solution was a power tool battery. This is the Bass Medallion 2.0. Hey there, I wanted to make a quick video about the Bass Medallion. This is a wearable subwoofer that I created that a lot of people have been asking questions about. So the way that it works is you put it on like this and you wear it, and it's got a 6-inch high excursion driver on the back, 170 millimeter ear pad, I guess chest pad you would say. This gold chain that was like $12 from Amazon, carabiner that lets you adjust the chain, and finally a 100-watt amp in here with knobs here for volume and crossover. So the idea for this came from the problem that, of course, with headphones, you know, people say you can't feel the bass in your chest. So the idea was to make a subwoofer so that you can. There are haptic things. There's the Subwoofer and the Sub Pack. I have not used those things. I'm sure they're probably cool, but from what I understand, they use haptic, like vibration motors in them. But I wanted, you know, a real subwoofer that really pushes air that you can actually hear in addition to just feeling. The problem with this particular one, and I'm about to show you the new one that I made, is that you have to plug it into power. It requires a 24-volt power supply, so it's not very portable. So it works if you're sitting at a desk with an outlet or something, but you can't take it with you on the go. So the new version, let me go grab it, is this. This is the Bass Medallion 2.0. And there's a few things that make this one different than the original one. The main thing is that now it is portable. I couldn't find a battery that was 24 volts and put out enough current to really power this amplifier and the driver that is in there. I'll play this in a bit so you can really see the driver work. But I couldn't find a battery that was strong enough. So the solution was a power tool battery. So the reason I went with cobalt is it seemed that cobalt were the only batteries that I could immediately find, and I didn't look that hard, but of all the power tool companies, their batteries are 24 volt, and the other ones were like 20 volt or 18 volt. I found this third-party battery mount for the cobalt batteries. Oh, the other cool thing about the cobalt batteries, it has the button that shows you how much juice is left in the battery. Anyway, so you just clip it in like this, and you're off. In fact, you can see there's a light in there that shows you that the amplifier is working. So now you can wear this, and it's totally portable. There's a few other things that make version 2 different than version 1, and they're both very heavy. But the other thing was the first version of this subwoofer, you needed, the way that you would plug it in is you would have, from your source, your phone or whatever you're playing the music from, would have a Y splitter with half of it going to your headphones and half of it going to the Bass Medallion, which worked okay, except you were then in this sort of rat's nest of wires. The new version of the Bass Medallion, the wiring is much simpler. You simply come out from the source and you plug it into the, where it says in over there. And then you take your headphones and you plug them into this socket right here. So that's basically the output. And you are off and running. Oh, another big difference with this one was I made the baffle out of aluminum. This rigid material back here, I figure would give a little bit more oomph to the sound. And oomph it's got. Let me plug it in for you real quick so you can see it work. While we're waiting for the bass part to hit, I also upgraded the knobs on version 2. You can see it's got these nice aluminum CNC machined knobs. The old one just had these kind of more generic plastic knobs. The new knobs are a little bit more fancy. Okay, so here is a song. It's called Rats by Maximus KQ. It's a really good bass song. So you can hear it go. Another thing, when I first built these, is there was a ton of rattling. There's a little bit of rattling now, mostly from the chain and stuff. But when I put this together, this whole thing, this was my first time, well, these Bass Medallions were my first times ever making a subwoofer, and there's a ton of gaskets. Basically, as I learned, and any subwoofer builder knows this, but I had to learn it through trial and error, that everything will rattle. This is a rattling beast, which is awesome because that's exactly what you want against your chest when it's making noise. However, all of the things that you don't want rattling are rattling too, like the little part that holds in the amplifier, the thing that's holding on the battery. So I had to laser cut tons of gaskets. Anywhere a gasket, basically like a rubber or a foam piece, so there's no plastic on plastic. I mean, every time you see a piece of plastic that is attached to another, or in this case, the aluminum baffle, there is a teeny tiny thin piece of foam or rubber separating it to hopefully alleviate the rattle. Anyway, so thanks for watching. These are the Bass Medallions. Oh, you know what? Then what I'm going to show you in the next video, here's a little sneak peek of what I'm working on. It's a CD player that is going to go like this. I got to get rid of all the wiring, and there's still a lot more to it. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.